I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. And this is an exclusive Patreon only membership videos where you will get some interesting takes on Vedic astrology, some interesting learning on Vedic astrology, which I can usually will not upload on general YouTube platform. So that will help me grow as a channel, and that will help me take care of the cost of production of this YouTube channel and the other two channels that I have, Punneit Astrology Hindi and Lifetime Soul. Connect with me on Patreon and we will grow, and I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. We are in the auspicious day of Diwali, so let me wish you a very happy, healthy, prosperous and joyous Deepavali, the festival of lights, the festival that helps us rekindle the passion towards the positivity, the optimism, and removing the darkness, dispelling the darkness. Diwali is the festival of light, and it is also the festival celebrated on the day when the sun is in the sign of Libra and there is a new moon day. That means it's the darkest night of the year. That is why we celebrate, we light up the light. That's like a challenge to the darkness, right? It's like saying that no matter how dark the world can be, we always have light in our hand, and so we will always seek the light. I will take this occasion to explain a bit of correlation between two houses, because Diwali is also celebrated as the day of Ma Mahalakshmi, and we do Mahalakshmi puja on this day, and this auspicious day is also said to bring the wealth and take away the negativity from the home. So the day of Dhanteras and Diwali is mostly celebrated by praying to Ma Mahalakshmi and Lord Kuber. And when we are talking about wealth, let's talk a bit about the houses that are responsible for wealth creation. The 11th house is the house of inputs. It is the house of gains. That is why it is called as Labhasthan, the house or the expression of fulfillment. It is also the final house of the Kama Trikona, the trine of desire, and therefore this house holds extreme significance. This is also a house which is 12th from 12th. That means it is the loss of loss, hence it is talking about gain. And Deepavali is a festival where we always seek the gain from Ma Mahalakshmi. We seek the gain of positive energy from the universe and optimism in our life. Also, 11th house is responsible for day-to-day earning, your business income, your salary income, or any kind of profits, any kind of gain. It can be an emotional gain, financial gain, it can be gain of property, gain of inheritance. Everything is seen from the 11th house. Any kind of profit you can make is 11th house. So it holds a very important significance in our life. Wherever the 11th Lord will sit, it's like your source of income will have that kind of flavor. If your 11th Lord is in 6, 8 or 12 houses, you will have to take small correction measures just to balance the energy. Especially if your 11th Lord is in 8th house or 6th house, then you have to take slight correction measures. Otherwise, if your 11th Lord is in a Kendra Bhava, that means 1, 4, 7 or 10, or if your 11th Lord is in 5th house or 9th house, it can be considered as a very positive placement of planet. The second house of wealth creation is the second house. Usually, second house is written as Kutumba Bhava, but it is also known as Dhan Bhava. The true house of wealth is not the 11th house. 11th house is anything that comes as input, because you may have a great salary, you may earn huge money from your business, but that does not guarantee wealth creation. Wealth creation happens from second house. You can take it as a bank balance, your investments, something that is giving you a lot of opportunity to explore the world. When you buy a car, you need money. Where this money comes from? From your bank. So 11th house things get settled down in the second house. That is why second house is also the house of resources. All the resources are available in this house. So if your second house from your ascendant is wealthy, it's strong, that means you will have abundance of everything. And if your second house from moon is very strong, that means law of abundance will work for you. You can attract wealth. And if in your case, if second house from moon and second house from ascendant is weak, like it is ridden with Rahu or Ketu, or if it is ridden with negative planets, it's in Pap Kartari, or second lord is completely disintegrated in your chart, the energies of second house is very weak, then this means that you will face a lot of issues in accumulating wealth. You will earn a lot, but that money will simply go away. It can go away in fulfilling the responsibilities of the family, or it can go away in spending money for disease, or just closing some loans, maybe something that has been inherited from the paternal or maternal lineage. So in that case, Mahalakshmi's kripa is extremely crucial. Use lotus, bring lotus in your home, lotus flower, by chanting Shri Sukta, especially on the day of Diwali, bringing Shri Yantra at the home, and then praying to Shri Yantra. You can contact a learned Pandit or a priest who knows the process, and then if you bring that priest at home and if you ask him, if you request him to pray to Mahalakshmi, there is a Lakshmi pujan done at your home, then this chanting gives great vibrations to the second house. And this second house, if it is strong, then fourth house will also get strong, because fourth house is the house of happiness. Say you have a lot of money comes in your bank, that money gets saved in your bank, but you will be only happy if that money is somehow used for yourself and for your family members. So you buy home, you buy property, you buy anything that is to be consumed by family members. It is second and fourth correlation. So somehow 11th and second house are called wealth creation, wealth generation houses, apart from the Upchaya house. 11th house is one of the Upchaya house also. So if you have these two houses very strong, then you are definitely the blessed one. And in case if you are watching this video and if you have Parivartan Yoga, that means second lord is in 11th house and 11th lord is in second house, and if moon is also positive and sun is positive, then this can give you immense amount of wealth. But then this also shows that wealth creation becomes a responsibility, because if you see the gain of second house, that means 11th from second is 12th house, and second from 11th is 12th house. So for both second house and 11th house to sustain in a positive way, 12th house is extremely important. 12th house is what? Expenses. If you simply hoard money, one day the money will stop coming to you. You need to spend that money also. Second, you need to donate, because 12th house is the house of charity. Give gifts. Celebrate. You know why this is an exchange of gifts in the festivals? Because it somehow activates the second house, second and 12th house. You give gifts. It is a sharing of resources that you own, making people happy. Do something like this, especially for people who you see can't afford much. Like if it can be your gatekeeper, it can be your servant, it can be your driver, it can be anybody who is still working on the day of auspicious Diwali just to make their family happy. Help them, because they are doing the karma. An extra gift, maybe a box of sweet, box of chocolate will work. Wherever you are in the world, acting in this way, and this act of generosity is only going to trigger the prosperity in the second and the 11th house. It's like the Kamal, the lotus of the second and 11th will flourish in your life. Because Lakshmi is, we think that only to pray, by praying Lakshmi, Lakshmi's blessing will come to us. It's not like that. To get Lakshmi, you will have to work hard. And that is why second lord's placement and 11th lord's placement with respect to Saturn is also important. Just try to observe where is second lord with respect to Shani, because Saturn is karma. If second lord's placement with respect to Saturn is positive, this can mean that when you are doing hard work, you will get really good output, especially in the financial sector. But if second lord with respect to Saturn is very bad, say for example, with respect to Saturn, Venus being the second lord, say I'm just taking an example, goes in 6th house and it gets corrupted by Ketu or Rahu, or it is with a very malefically placed debilitated planet. Somehow in your horoscope, if you see the correlation doesn't suit well, then there is a problem. Definitely you will have to be very cautious about the second lord and the second house placement. And if your second house lord is Saturn, that means either you are Sagittarius or Capricorn ascendant, then you are the one who will work and you will get wealth. If there are obstacles in earning wealth, that means you are not on the right track. You need to be guided, you need to just maneuver your way. So this Diwali, seek this blessing from Mahalakshmi, that Mahalakshmi will guide you towards prosperity, will break all the obstacles and break all the jinx. And don't pray for money. This is the mistake that we do. The biggest mistake that we do is we pray to Mahalakshmi and say, please give me wealth. Why? Is there any wealth going to drop from the sky? No. Rather, we should ask, please give me a way and help me generate the wealth. That is the karmic thing that you are talking, because we are in a world of karma. The prayer should be done in a right manner so that the deities also understand that if their blessing comes to us, we will do something good with it. So pray to Ma Mahalakshmi and say, please Ma Mahalakshmi, give me a direction towards wealth generation and help me overcome all the obstacles and give me one chance to prove that I am worthy of this wealth, and when I will get it, I will put this wealth to good use. And that is the true oath with which you can start the new year, the year that begins after Diwali, that is from 5th of November. So overall, if you control these two houses, pray to Ma Mahalakshmi, bow down at her feet, chant Shri Suktam, and on the day of Diwali, help someone, you will see that it can turn the fate for you, because after all, 9th house, which is the house of destiny or the divine blessings, gets triggered by service. Because if you see 9th house and 2nd house correlation, 2nd house is 6th from 9th house. It's when you it's when you serve the 9th house, when you serve the divine, when you serve the divine purpose. That's when the 2nd house, which is 6th from 9th, flourishes. That's the key. And you know, when you put some effort related to your dharma, when you're on the right track, the 3rd from 9th is always 11th house. 11th house is the purusharth, the courage of the 9th house. You will get what you deserve, and you will get what 9th house has to offer you, what the divine has to offer you. So prove yourself worthy on this day of Diwali, and you will see the blessings will be showering upon us, upon all of us. With this, I end this video. It was just a special video, a special message to you. I hope you like this, and if you like, do not forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. And if you want to take my consultations, drop me an email. Also, you can join me on Patreon and Telegram, where I upload exclusive content, especially on Patreon. Lot more content coming soon. We'll meet in the next video. Once again, I wish you all a very happy and prosperous Diwali. Namaste.